Behind Fernando Alonso, it's his old teammate Lewis Hamilton. Here comes Hamilton into the Lecombe chicane, and they make contact. Hamilton rises up into the air. He's made contact with Fernando Alonso. George Russell goes through. There's the Aston Martin.
What is going on, guys? This is JJ here, back with a new video, and today we are going to take a look at the race highlights from the 2022 Belgian Grand Prix. Obviously, Spa was a very early race this weekend, and I ran into internet issues all weekend long. Not fun, still not resolved, still struggling to fix it, which actually meant we were unable to live stream for the Belgian Grand Prix. Do apologize for that. We did have the qualifying highlights out, they got blocked by F1, so hopefully this video is able to stay up, and hopefully you guys are able to enjoy this. Listen, I called it from the beginning. I am going to say, what did I say in that video? I said Verstappen's gonna crash because the weather, but I guess the weather is not going to be an issue for the Belgian Grand Prix. I'm just looking at the start line, like a little snippet from before the highlights video actually starts. So I'm very intrigued to see who's actually going to go out and win this. I do think if there's no weather involved, and it's Checo and Carlos Sainz starting up there, Hamilton starting on the second row with Fernando Alonso, and then who's in the third? It's Albon. Albon's in P6. I'm hoping for an Albon top 10. I would absolutely love that for the guy. I think George Russell's gonna find his way into the top 5, but I think Lewis will stay there too. I don't know, I'd see Verstappen and Leclerc finding their way up there too. So this is gonna be a very intriguing race. This is gonna be a very weird race in my opinion. But here's my predictions. Okay, so I'm gonna say Verstappen P5. I'll say Alonso. I don't know what Fernando Alonso is sticking with them on the pace. I'm gonna say Hamilton stay P4. I'll say Checo victory. I'll say a Checo victory, and I think Carlos Sainz is going to bottle it as well, so I'm going to say George Russell P2. So I'll say George Russell P2, I'll say Checo P1, I say Verstappen, we'll say Verstappen P4, Hamilton P5, and then Lando P3? I don't really know. I'm a little lost, I'm confused on what this could be, but okay, we're going to take a look at the race highlights. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. This is going to be an intriguing race. I love Spa so much. We're gonna go back and watch the whole race eventually. We're gonna get back to it, but before we can do that, we gotta, let it ride. But yeah, let's get into the video. As well, guys, you can find the original video down in the description below.
Sainz on pole, Perez alongside him. It's lights out and away we go. Sainz reacts quickest. Perez comes across to cover off Fernando Alonso, who's almost on the grass, but he's ahead of Sergio Perez. Sainz goes into the first corner. Then comes Alonso. Lewis Hamilton round the outside of George Russell. Perez has lost places right at the start.
Checo, what were you trying to do? I don't know what he was trying to do there. I'm very confused.
As on the run down to Eau Rouge we go now, and you can see a brilliant start from Sebastian Vettel, who's already alongside Daniel Ricciardo into Eau Rouge. Ricciardo just ahead of the Aston Martin, over Radion we go, and onto the Camel Straight where Carlos Sainz is a long way clear. Behind him comes Fernando Alonso, and there's the two Aston Martins squabbling, and behind Fernando Alonso, it's his old teammate Lewis Hamilton. Here comes Hamilton into the Lecombe chicane, and they make contact. Hamilton rises up into the air, he's made contact with Fernando Alonso. George Russell goes through. There's the Aston Martin of Lance Stroll onto the gravel, and that was Alonso and Hamilton getting too close together, tangling, but they both managed to carry on.
Yeah, they both are good.
It looks to me as if Lewis comes in and pinches him a little bit. Yeah, that's not Fernando.
Oh, what the hell was Lewis thinking on that? See, on the original view, I thought it was Fernando Alonso's fault, but it's 100% Lewis. That's on Lewis. What are you doing there, lad?
Fandando's fault.
What is the goal there?
He was on the curb, under control, wasn't understeering across the road.
What an idiot, closing the door from the outside. We had a mega start, but yeah, this guy only knows how to drive starting first.
As Ocon...
He did not say that. He did not say that. Hey, they want that beef. They want the smoke. Fernando Alonso is all with the smoke. I love that. You know what? Calling Lewis out. Call him out, Fernando. Go ahead. You gotta do what you gotta do. Oh, and look, Lewis, I paused it at the right time because Lewis is in 20th. His car must be donezo.
Loses a place and onto the gravel, the Williams spinning and then tagging the Alfa Romeo, Nicholas Latifi.
Crash Latifi.
So Latifi gets
again.
wide, dips the tyres in the gravel, stays on the throttle, and then the merest touch, but around goes the Alfa Romeo.
Oh, Valtteri,
so
no.
They've seen something
and
they don't
Latifi
quite
survived?
like on Charles Leclerc's Ferrari.
So there was tear off inside the front right brake cooling. We removed it, everything should be okay now.
There's a couple of car lengths between Ricciardo and Verstappen. That is getting overhauled quite substantially. Into the bus stop chicane we go. Max Verstappen started 14th, is now up into 6th place. So we saw what Max Verstappen did today.
How is Verstappen already doing this? We're 6 laps in and he's already up to P6. It's a joke. It's actually a joke. Dude, this F1 season is such a joke. Like, Verstappen is just running away with it. Like, it's a landslide victory running away. He drives better catching people than he drives better from the front. Listen, I'm not Team Verstappen, but actually, this is very much evident that I'm not Team Verstappen. This pisses me off so much. Why are people just letting him run through them? I can't say they're letting him because he's 100% just that skillful. He is that skilled. But holy shit, guys, let's put up some resistance here. Let's try to have a battle for the title this year, or try to have a battle for the race. He's going to end up winning this, and it's gonna actually kill my vibe. He's going to end up winning it.
On the last lap, here's Sebastian Vettel now on the outside, and Max Verstappen on the inside, and Vettel, you get the feeling, was using his years of experience not to fight that one for too much longer. Up the climb to Radion we go with the Alpine ahead of the Red Bull, and look how Max Verstappen, now we get to the DRS point, starts to close up. 8.5 miles an hour, extra pace. Fernando Alonso moves aside, lets Max Verstappen go through, because he knows there's no point fighting it, he just hasn't got the tools to do it.
Verstappen's got to pass a car, at least one car, every lap.
What, like that?
Yeah, exactly like that.
Max Verstappen just proving your point as you were even delivering the line. He is now up into the podium places.
We're 8 laps in. We were 8 laps in, and he's already up into the podium places. This is such bullshit. It actually makes me so mad. Like, I want to see some racing, see some battles.
And now they're in for the undercut situation, aren't they? Ferrari puts on new tyres, and Red Bull, this is where Max needs to be pumping in his best stuff.
As along the Camel Straight, Max Verstappen gets past his teammate Sergio Perez, and Carlos Sainz comes back out onto the track, our race leader, behind Daniel Ricciardo and ahead of Lance Stroll.
Leclerc stopping earlier, of course, didn't he, with the safety car, with the cheap
P6
stop.
and 14
Not
laps.
a good
That's
time
also
to do
BS.
it, but you lose less time when everybody else is being slow behind the safety car on lap 4, if you remember.
Vettel and Stroll are actually having a good race. I'm very proud of them.
22 seconds at the end of the last lap ahead of Charles Leclerc.
Crofty held a little bit there, but on he goes. You'll just hear him come by me now. Where is he going to join the track? But thermal dig will be the big key, and there's obviously Sainz come by now.
Now, has that Mercedes got any pace down the back straight, the Camel Straight, with DRS to make a move here on Charles Leclerc? This is going to be really tight going into the Lecombe chicane, because look, George Russell's gaining, he's gaining, and he's just ahead. Under braking, George Russell puts his Mercedes ahead of the Ferrari of Charles Leclerc and up into 4th place.
George is going to find a way.
The DRS has been powerful. Guess what? I rather think Max Verstappen is about to retake the lead, and this time not because of any pit stop for the Ferrari, but because of the pace of the Red Bull. Here he comes, Max Verstappen into Lecombe chicane, leads the Belgian Grand Prix once more, and they rather like that, those that have dressed in orange. Camera angle there does not do justice to the climb from Eau Rouge up to the top of the hill at Radion, but it is a great way to see how Sergio Perez is closing in on Carlos Sainz. And Sainz, I think, knew long before Perez got alongside him, he wasn't going to be able to fight that for much longer. It's Verstappen 1, Perez 2, Red Bull out in front. Lovely work from Sebastian Vettel into turn 1, allowed Pierre Gasly to go a little bit deeper, and then got him with the old switcheroo on the return.
No good getting older if you don't get wiser, and yeah, very
This has been a clean race, though.
But look at this.
It's been a very clean race.
Behind him here. There's 3 abreast as the AlphaTauri of Gasly retakes the advantage over Sebastian Vettel, and the Alpine of Ocon goes round the outside and says, "Thank you very much indeed, I'll have that."
That's the second time in this race Ocon's taken 2 cars in one corner, isn't it?
Yeah. Vettel is going to go into the right-hander now and retake that position on Pierre Gasly, going through Rivage.
Ocon doing his business.
In comes Charles Leclerc for Ferrari to put on a set of soft tyres to go for the fastest lap of the race. Alonso makes his way out of the
They did
first
not do
corner,
that.
and he's
They
only a
did
couple
not
of car
do
lengths
that.
behind Charles Leclerc, and he's got the momentum going down the hill. And now he's got a
DRS.
slipstream and DRS right behind the Ferrari of Charles Leclerc. They've gone for the fastest lap
They've gone
gamble
for the
here.
fastest lap.
On the last lap, Fernando Alonso is going to make that a little bit tough by getting past Charles Leclerc.
Ferrari, I beg you, just get your own foot out of your mouth. Like, I don't
And
get
taking
it.
5th place in this race. Charles Leclerc pulls out from behind the Alpine, does snatch back that 5th place from Fernando Alonso. So it's all well that ends well for Charles Leclerc. It's all well that ends well for Max Verstappen, who's sliding his way out of the final corner and taking the line, winning the Belgian Grand Prix for a 2nd year in a row. It's a 9th victory in Formula One in 2022 for the reigning world champion.
Red
Charles
Bull
Leclerc,
1-2.
by the way, has been noted for speeding in the pit lane. He has been given a 5-second time penalty for speeding in the pit lane. He will finish the race 6th
because of that pit stop
behind Fernando Alonso. As champion, he's gone away for a rest.
So it didn't even matter. It didn't even matter. So had they not tried to go for the fastest lap, Charles Leclerc wouldn't have been in the pit lane, and he probably would have just finished 5th. Where is the logic? Where is the brain? Also, you know what? I'm not mad that Verstappen won. I take it back. I take back what I said earlier. I'm not mad that Max Verstappen won. He deserved it, hands down. It looks like Red Bull were by far and away the better car at Spa. And they've done work in the summer break. They did their business, and it worked by a landslide. But yeah, we're gonna definitely go back and have to watch the race for that. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know what you guys think about the Belgian Grand Prix, and peace.